Everyday people can be extraordinary leaders. No matter the season of life, background, or level of education, you can be a leader. God calls people into leadership so that they can bring kingdom impact here on earth. He called Abraham from the familiar to go to a land where he will show. And from his seed, nations will be blessed. He called Moses from the burning bush to go and to declare to Pharaoh to let his people go. And from that willingness, millions were freed from slavery. He called David, a little shepherd boy who would ultimately unite the kingdom of Israel. He called many others from the New Testament fishermen who he taught to be fishers of people. God has a habit of taking everyday people, empowering them to bring kingdom impact here on this world. Why? Well, because he cares for people. One of the greatest verses known is John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he sent his only begotten son. God so loved the world that he sent a leader, the greatest leader the world has ever seen, Jesus. And Jesus, he gives us all the best example of how to be a leader. His demonstration of servant leadership, of courageous leadership, is one that converges with Kouzes and Posner's leadership challenge. And I am actually challenged by this because this looks different from, what the world says. Nevertheless, this is true leadership. My Christian character index showed faithfulness as my highest score, with forgiveness and with gratitude, unfortunately, as some of my lowest. It is clear that I need growth in leadership. My interview with Pastor Temi Pope and my readings have revealed a new level of leadership that I am excited to implement in my own life. The first part of the Kouzes and Posner practice is modeling the way. Jesus did so. He did so well by declaring, if you want to be the greatest, you must be a servant. And he even washed the feet of his disciples. I must know that someone is watching me, watching what is said and observing my behaviors at all times. I've noticed that Pastor Temi has done this well through her years at Union. Second part is that you must inspire a shared vision. The key word here is a shared vision. This is something that doesn't just make me go out and do something incredible, but this is something that gets everyone around me ready to go and to storm the field. They must see a part of themselves in the vision, and they must want to be active participants in this. I learned that you should not just inspire people by facts, but as Craig Rochelle says, that you should tell stories to people, that you should engage them, that impressing someone with is not the same thing as connecting with someone. The third part of this challenge is to challenge the process. Old school people would say, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But I'm learning that it doesn't need to be broken for me to want to make it better. I should take on this curious perspective on all aspects of my life, how I'm leading my children, and how I'm leading a team at work. I can even look at outside sources and get inspiration of how they're making things happen and how they're functioning. There is always room for improvement. I learned Pastor Temi is an expert at asking questions. She asks all types of questions, and then so she challenges the process. I plan on implementing this more. The fourth part is enabling others to act. It is my responsibility to make deposits into my kids' lives, into my team at work's lives, deposits of confidence and of courage, to remind them that they are fearfully and wonderfully made, that for this presentation and for this campus, that they got what it takes to actually excel, to let them know that God is the one who calls them and God is the one who will do it. He will absolutely inspire them and empower them. And that his grace that he gives us when we give our lives to Jesus, it doesn't run out after we give our lives to Jesus. That's just a starting point. The fifth is encouraging the heart. Some people are sentimental and love to be told that they're special. Others are externally motivated. Wherever they fall, all people, wherever they are, they need to know that they are making a difference by being a part of a team. This acknowledgement looks like a personal note. It looks like a post on social media. This also sometimes may look like a monetary reward. John Maxwell says leadership is influence, nothing less, nothing more. With exposure to tools like the Leadership Challenge and extraordinary leaders like Pastor Temi Pope, I am excited that an everyday person like myself can bring influence into my world. Thank you so much.